Hello and welcome to another opportunity to attract your dream life, to raise your vibration, and to reach a higher level of consciousness. And today again, I want to share another insight that I gained from watching the progressive workshop again from Dr. Joe Dispenza in preparation for my next Joe Dispenza week-long advanced retreat. And the topic of today's episode is how Dr. Joe Dispenza reached the next level. And there was one part in this progressive workshop that really resonated with me, and that also inspired me and motivated me to increase the intensity of my meditations and to always ask myself, what's beyond that? And that's what Dr. Joe Dispenza said. He always asks himself, what's beyond that? How far can I go? How far can I actually take this? And he also used this example, or let's say this belief of, if you really believe that you create your reality, when do you stop believing that? How far can you take it? Is there ever a point where you say, okay, I can't do that anymore. I can't create that anymore. Because when you believe it, you're either in or you're out. I mean, you can't just say, oh yeah, today good things happened to me. Oh, I created that. Tomorrow something doesn't work the way you want it to work, and you say, I didn't create that. And Dr. Joe Dispenza actually talks about this example of when so many people say, oh, I didn't create this accident, I didn't create this health issue. Yeah, you created it by not creating it. And he said that if you don't create, then you're randomly creating. That's also what I always talk about, the difference between random creation and deliberate creation. You're randomly creating, and when you're randomly creating, and you're not really creating because it's just randomness, then at some point you're bumping into things. At some point matter bumps into matter because you're just creating from a place of matter to matter. But when you're creating in the spiritual realm, you create something from nothing. And I know that we often don't want to realize that we create bad things in our lives. And when I think back to all the health issues that I had in the last couple of years before I stumbled upon the law of attraction, and that I now slowly but steadily healed through the law of attraction by changing my vibration, by changing my beliefs, by becoming a new person, I can confidently say now, even though I didn't want it to be true in the beginning, that I created these things by randomly creating. I was so caught in these emotions of stress, anger, resentment, that of course at some point my body had to break down. I mean, I was constantly trapped in this stressful loop. And as a result, it was just normal, or let's say natural, that my body broke down. But of course, we don't want to accept that. However, if you truly believe that you create your life, then I ask you right now, how far can you take it? How committed are you? And this inspired me again when he said, or let's say when Dr. Joe Dispenza said, that he believes with all his heart that he creates his reality. He creates it. He's the creator of his reality, which also means at the same time that if he creates his reality, he can take it to the next level, to the next level, to the next level. There's always another level. What's beyond that? And there was one example that he mentioned that I found truly inspiring, where he talked about an out-of-body experience, where he always went out of his body a little bit, then he got afraid again, then back into his body, then the next week again out of his body. Then he was somewhere in the wall. Then he thought, oh, what if I get stuck in the wall? Then again, back into his body. And he had to go all over again. In fact, I think in one of the parts he mentions that he was stuck between some foods in the fridge, and then he panicked again and boom, back in his body. And at some point he made it so far that he had an out-of-body experience, and he then relived for a moment a past life that he had, where he was driving around people in Hyde Park in London, I think, if I remember it. And he only got there because he always asked himself, what's next? What's beyond that? What else can I do? Is there ever a limit to this? And that's also what inspires me to keep going. I mean, I could say right now, yes, I manifested business success. Yes, I manifested a substantial amount of money. Yes, I'm okay. I can now quit and just meditate a little bit. Why should I spend all that money? And I mean, with the flight and with the hotel and with the workshop, I spent, I think, more than $5,000 for the week-long advanced retreat with Dr. Joe Dispenza for my second one. I could also say, why should I spend that money? I'm already so good at this. Hey, I mean, my ego could say, I'm teaching this to you now. Why should I then go to Joe Dispenza, learn from somebody else and improve? I don't need that anymore. That's what my ego would say. But I adapted this mentality, inspired by people like Dr. Joe Dispenza, to say to myself, hey, even though I might be better at manifesting than some other people, I still have so much to learn. What's beyond that? And what's beyond that? I want to know. I mean, I had an incredible mystical experience during my last week-long advanced retreat with Dr. Joe Dispenza, where I had a very interesting and very emotional conversation with my twin brother who died during birth. And this alone made me realize I know so little. I just know so little. I mean, that's an experience that really inspired me to say, hey, if I can experience that, if I can see and communicate with my twin brother, who I've never met in my physical reality, what else is out there? What else can I achieve? What else can I manifest? How fast can I manifest? How far can I take this? And this is what I want to inspire you with. That's the reason why I decided to record this episode for you. I want to inspire you to think about how far can you take this. Don't just sit down in the morning, meditate and say, okay, I want that car. Yes, I feel like that car now. Oh, the car. I mean, yes, if you want the car, then manifest the car. But also ask yourself, what is beyond that? We as human beings are living in this multidimensional reality, but we act all the time as if we just live in this one-dimensional reality. And I know that there's so much more out there that I don't know. But I also know that I have this attitude of never giving up and always asking myself, what's next? What's next? What's next? Do you think Dr. Joe Dispenza would be where he is right now if he at some point would have said, I know enough. Nah, let's just meditate a little bit. I'm good for now. Of course not. I mean, you can see that how he always fine-tunes the meditations, how he always adapts, how he evolves. And in the same way, I want to evolve. And I also want to inspire you to evolve. I want to inspire you to ask yourself, what's beyond that? What's beyond that? And if you're asking yourself what's beyond that, then you also might want to know, hey, what's inside the 11 Days to Manifestation Mastery program? And if you ask yourself this question, then you can go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/11days or simply click on the first link in the description. And if you want to find out more about my Money Manifestation Magnet program, which is a 6-week guided meditation program that can allow you to manifest more money into your physical experience, then you can go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/money or click on the second link in the description. And no matter if you invest in the 11 Days to Manifestation Mastery program or you invest in the Money Manifestation Magnet program, on the download page of your program, you find a coupon code that allows you to get your first coaching session with me, no matter which one you choose, for just 100 euros. So you get this discount code completely for free included if you decide to invest in one of these programs. And of course, with each program, you also get a lot of bonus material completely for free. And now again, I want to end this episode by inspiring you to always ask yourself, what's beyond that? What's beyond that? And if you enjoyed watching this video, please send out some love to the YouTube universe by giving this video a big thumbs up. And I would also appreciate it if you would leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think about my video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to click on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you.